Hello and welcome to another episode of Summit Force Training TV. I'm your host, Matt Ferrara. And today, we're going to talk about skincare. As you can see, I brought some products with me. Not here to sell you on them, but I am here to tell you about this past weekend. So I invited a bunch of my climber friends over and we had essentially a spa day, which probably sounds a little odd at first, but hear me out. So as being a climber, we essentially bastardize our skin on a mostly daily basis, whether it's training, climbing outside, climbing indoors, we're wearing out our fingertips, hands are cracking, our skin's exposed to desert sun, hot sun, ice, wind, snow, rain, whatever it may be, but we're constantly battling the elements. And even as non-climbers, we are too. Maybe not quite as much or as prevalent, but it's there. So I invited a bunch of manly men over, and it was pretty fun because we had people who I've shared this with guys on the railroad, guys who do tree management, tree care, dudes in welding units or unions rather, and just recreational climbers and friends of mine, and I wanted to share it with you. So what I have here is Secret Direct. I'll share a link below if you're interested in checking out any of the products. And yeah, like one of my favorites right here is the mud soap. This thing is awesome. So this bar mud soap, it feels like you're washing with the cleanest, smoothest mud from a riverbed ever. And every day I'll give myself a face wash with it. I wash my hands after climbing with it. Here we have the mineral rich refining toner. This stuff is awesome. And then again, another one that I tend to really enjoy right here. This guy's the face cream. It's mineral rich. All this stuff comes from the Dead Sea. And the thing is, like, the reason why I'm telling you this stuff is because as a climber, what's marketed to me, what I see for skincare, comes in little glass jars, little metal tins, and it's not that that stuff's bad, it's good, it just doesn't quite work. And what happened was, my girlfriend was using Secret product, and she's like, well, you should try it, your skin's so dry, your knuckles are always cracking, your fingertips are always cracking, and I haven't had a single crack in my fingertips this year since I started using this stuff. So as a climber, as somebody who hated putting lotion on my face, hated using moisturizer, literally my routine was take a hot shower with a bar of soap, come out, brush my teeth, shave my face, and like, good night. She's like, you're kind of wrecking your skin. So I started using this stuff and I started actually seeing real results, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys, because it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I spent so much money on little tins of climbing hand balm and lip balm and all these other kind of products that are marketed towards climbers, and the thing that drove me nuts was it didn't really seem to work. I had tried the go to bed with rubber gloves on filled with Vaseline, that didn't work. I filled them with Neosporin, that didn't work either. I would like lather my hands with Neosporin before bed, and it didn't really seem to help. And like, yes, Neosporin helped with like cuts and things like that, but just like the generally wrecked skin that I had just from climbing and training day in and day out and working in weight rooms and building up hard calluses and having blisters underneath those, I felt like I didn't have a solution. I didn't have anything. And a bunch of my buddies, we would talk about this at the crags, be like, oh yeah, like I think I would send, but the split my finger is really painful, or there's just kind of always something keeping a lot of my friends and you know, men and women, but in my little world, specifically a lot of guys, a lot of dudes that I climb with. And it was really starting to suck. It was really starting to get frustrating. So it wasn't until I started using this stuff and like washing my hands with a mud soap. We got mineral rich soap here, all the serums and the moisturizers. This stuff is really awesome, and actually one of my favorites, which I don't have a full thing on display here because it comes in a big tub, but the salt scrubs. Stuff is amazing. So there's an oil and salt scrub essentially, and you mix it up, and you take about a teaspoon, tablespoon, and you just grind this stuff. It's oil and salt from the Dead Sea into your hands, and it is incredible. It washed away all the dead skin. It took off kind of like that painful edge when calluses get like really big and gnarly, and like I still have all my calluses. My skin is still climbing tough. Last night I went out, and I mean, granted I was at a gym, so I feel like the grade's a little soft, but I was climbing 512, 513s at the climbing gym, and my skin feels great, and my hands look great today, and I feel like my skin is like already on its way to repair. So I'm not saying that this stuff is like a magic bullet, because there's really like no easy way out, no magic anything, but this is about as close as I have found to having some real deal skincare products. And I feel like the word skincare has kind of like, maybe with a lot of men, like a negative connotation of like, oh, skincare's for women. Like, guys, everybody has skin. Everybody. Whether it's brown or white or black or whatever color you are or whatever gender you are, every single human being on this planet has skin. And it's the largest organ of the human body. And it's probably one of the most neglected, probably next to the liver, is probably one of the most neglected organs in our body. Got to take care of this stuff, guys. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'll post a link below in case anyone's really curious about this stuff, wants to order anything. That's totally cool. If not, like, I just wanted to share this with you and get this name out. This stuff's like straight out of the Dead Sea, and it's dope. So that's my spiel for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for viewing another episode of Summer Force Training TV. I'm your host, Matt Ferrara. Be good to each other.